Hello everyone and welcome to, finally, the first round of Proto Cup here at Anubis in Races Island. With me in the live stream, Luke Carmona.
Hello.
And Jesus Crisp.
What's up?
So the FBA season has officially started today with the very first race, which is gonna be it's gonna be for the rest of the season, the same weekend and the same tracks than GT Super Endurance, but the day before, Saturdays at 12. The very first track of the season is gonna be here, as I mentioned before, Anubis Herd in Races Island, and we see a really lot of people practicing for the race. That, considering there are a bunch of them excluded because of how the category rules work, is really a lot of them.
Yeah, from early estimates from about 15 minutes ago were that there were probably 19 to 20 people here. But that was, again, 15 minutes ago, and there are still 10 minutes before it all begins, so there could be even more. I have since added what were originally 16 grid slots, and I've upped it to 24 just in case.
Just to be on the safe side. So what are your expectations for this race? Verlen says, no plane race today. No plane race. This race is gonna be with the Proto Cups. Maybe they are as fast as a plane, but only on track. So what are your expectations for the race? What do you want to see?
Well, I'd like to see relatively clean racing, but we know that's not really going to happen. So I just want to see that everyone at least has a decent time. Because with so many people, you're going to have people who really don't want to finish toward the back, and they're going to be really desperate to not finish that far back. So I'm expecting a bit of frustration at the end of this, but at the same time, I hope that people understand the conditions of where we are, the fact that it's Second Life with keyboard racing on a platform that's not designed for this kind of thing, and it is a field full of quote-unquote rookies.
For you, JC, what do you want to see here today?
Absolute carnage. That's what I'm here for. This is like the Carmen R500, but turning right as well. So, but truthfully, this is going to be like a proving ground for a lot of drivers who are actually fairly competitive every weekend, but they don't get a chance to shine. So it'll be interesting who shakes out on top.
Yeah, that's definitely something I really like of this series, as well as it was from GP2 last time. The fact that we will see drivers that are not that used to end up in podiums or stuff, having the perfect environment to prove how close they are to the rest of the grid, and possibly begin or start their way to the climbing the big mountain that success in Second Life Racing is. So I hope that this environment is the right one for these people to progress and have the motivation to fight for something important, to be recognized, to have their moment at the end of the season in the FBA Awards, and hopefully be the beginning for many people to become champions and big stars of the motorsports environment, as others have achieved before them.
And also for some people, this is merely a warm up for tomorrow, because a lot of these people are GT Super Endurance drivers already.
That's also true. There are some people that, since there is not unlike GP2 and GP1, in Proto Cup doesn't limit drivers to take part on GTSE as well, since the dynamics of GTSE are way different to the ones from GP1. It didn't make really much sense for us to restrict participation in that sense. So those that want to take part tomorrow, those that are in GTSC and meet the requirements to take part on Proto Cup, they can. There's no restriction on that sense. Also, the rules limit the participation to people based on last season results. So the fact that you this season suddenly explode as a driver and achieve a lot of success will not disqualify you for the rest of the season at all. You will be able to complete the Proto Cup season entirely, no matter how good you perform in other categories. Soma says, hello Astria and the commentators. Hello Soma, thank you for the greeting.
And the drivers that are driving tomorrow, it'll help them get familiar with the track, but the cars drive vastly different. GTSC is much more, I would say, skill based, and these are a little bit more forgiving for sure.
They certainly are. They drive exactly like the GT Super Endurance cars, except for they have significantly less power, which makes it very nice to swap back and forth between cars. The only thing that you have to get used to is the acceleration rate out of the corners. So being in these Proto Cups, you don't have quite nearly as much understeer, which for those who don't know what that means, it's when you hit the gas and the car just wants to go straight. In these cars, with the lack of power, you can get into the throttle a bit sooner on exit and let it arc out. It's got a much longer arc that it can handle. Lost my train of thought. I'm still doing a little bit of prep work here.
I'm now moving to the meeting room where we'll have the drivers pre-meeting before both the qualifying session and the two races. 5 minutes until the gate is closed, the sim is locked, and the event starts.
And kind of following up to what Leek was talking about, like the physics of the car. I've heard a lot of drivers or GTSC drivers in the paddock talking about how they like these cars better, and I'm just like, that's very blasphemous, because these are way too easy.
And they are slower, they also turn slightly better, but that's because of the speed precisely. But yeah, I mean, in the end, GTSC is way more advanced because you have to do the pit stops, you have to do the teamwork. The cars are faster, which means faster cars are usually also a bit harder to manage. You really need to invest training.
Whoa! I just watched some Alpiniums. They're driving around the like that final carousel exit. These cars still have the same issue. Well, I'm not going to really call it an issue per se, but the same characteristic as the GTSC's cars, where if you hook someone's left rear fender, you can spin them around sideways or backward.
Yeah.
So,
I discovered it's not a big thing in the race.
I think that's an actual unique characteristic of this track. I've seen it happen before in other series and seasons.
yeah, I think the big difference, another touching back on the reason why people think these cars are a lot easier to drive, it does help too that the track is very wide open for the speeds that we have at play here. If they were to go to Herrenhaus, then you probably wouldn't feel too much difference between Proto Cups and GT Super Endurance, or the GTPs, simply because you don't have quite as much time to get up to speed with the GTPs, and they both corner at the exact same rates.
So I have some comments on the chat. Akash said, gotta ask if there's lagging or not to all the previous difficulties mentioned regarding the race. Soma says, good luck, Astra's team. Good luck to yourself in that case, Soma. Since Soma is one of the drivers that will be using the Evergarden livery. Anthony Stewart made it to the stream, still stormy here, so it seems that Anthony was dealing with some storm, but he manages to join the stream at least. Welcome here, Anthony. Anthony, that by the way, will be the safety car driver tomorrow for the GT Super Endurance race. Historic Anthony Stewart, sorry. Yes. Historic Anthony Stewart.
Yes, please.
Alright, since it's 1 minute to go, we have to prepare. For people that have never seen how the ASIM region ASIM settings panel looks like, it's like this. So here you can write, for example, all drivers please meet at the meeting room for the pre-event meeting. Yes, I said meeting thrice.
We do have one person who just dropped in who really wants to take part. They should be able to get up to speed here pretty quickly. It's Geo. You, Astra, wouldn't really recognize that name.
No, not really.
No, they were very active in Racers Island Racing when I first showed up. So 2019, 2020, and a bit of 2021. More of an oval guy in a sense, but they do road courses.
There's still some people here.
I'm going to drop in Geo.
We'll now find out if there are enough seats.
There won't be.
No, there won't. That means that we are officially more than 18 people, because 18 is the number of seats we have.
Well, there are three empty seats, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people standing up.
Okay, it seems that we are all here now.
Look at all of the Alpiniums.
Yes, they are one single
They're all on the left.
Half of the chairs are Alpinium only.
They have their own section here.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
All right. Welcome everyone to the first round of Proto Cup. I'm gonna be narrating the same words that I'm gonna be copy pasting from this notepad that I have here.
And we're graced with a very special driver, which is Jeffrey Centrifugal Force Stewart. So we'll see what he can do today.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all for attending today's event, both racers and spectators. I'm glad the series concept has sparked so much interest among our community, and I hope the whole season meets the expectations we all have for it. Maybe it's too late to read them now, but if you didn't, please take a quick look to the series rules in the following link. And there's the link to the rules of the series. As an official sanctioned FBA competition, it will be mandatory to race without scripts. So if you have not prepared an avatar yet free of scripts, you have the following minutes I will be explaining the first session to do so. As a last point, note we are racing with the Proto Cup version 1.1. Make sure you have the right version, and if not, pick it up from the last garage in the pit lane. This being said, we will start the event with a qualifying session. During the next 10 minutes, you will have to set the fastest time you can on track. There are no positions, so please do not race other drivers during this session. If you find other cars on track, lift or avoid them, create a gap with them, and keep going with clean air. Fighting here is wasting laps and opportunities to end up higher, so remember that when you're out there. The results of the qualifying session will define the starting order of both races that will be explained later in detail. Any questions before we start? Draft is off during the qualifying session.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so make sure before you have everyone has to be rezzed in their car with the engine started.
Yes. Don Romario asks if draft is off for qualifying session. Yes, draft is off for the qualifying session.
Just make sure you say that right now, that everyone has to be in their car with the engine.
Okay. I mean, anyways, I will call everyone to place the car in front of me for the qualifying lane. So once I see everyone there, I will start the gate. Do we turn it off ourselves? The draft turns off alone once I set the gate after you have placed the car. This also means, in consequence, that you can't re-race a car during a session. Turkey asks, do we turn it off ourselves or does it turn off automatically? So the draft turns off alone once I set the gate after the cars have been placed. This also means that cars cannot be re-raced during the session. Any more questions? Anyways, later for the race will be properly explained this part of the event, so all good.
I'll admit I didn't consider the fact that we have a whole bunch of rookies who are not familiar with the GTSC procedures, with cars that need very specific procedures for qualifying draft to be disabled.
Huh?
But I have faith in this bunch.
Let's go.
Like I've said many times, you should have an orientation the day before.
That doesn't always work because not everyone has the same days off.
Since there's gonna be a lot of cars, maybe we start the line a bit here, closer to the
Yeah, just keep everyone grouped up.
to the actual.
Oh, I know. I should add, see, timing HUD. It's gonna be a bit too. It's not oriented correctly, but it has up to 20 places. We're gonna need that. Oh, right, Asdra. Speaking of, so this HUD I'm giving you right now, put that on, and then change the channel to negative 600, 600.
Okay. Negative. What? Clearly display Franklin, opaque, Lucida, impact bricks, trebuchet. What's this?
Fonts. They're just different fonts.
Where did
I-
I set the thing?
I don't know. Just. The channel. You have to edit the note card itself inside. It doesn't. Have
Okay.
Menu channel. Just delete that.
All right. Okay, this is taking more than I expected.
It's fine.
My gosh. Okay, good. Good, this is green. Green. Daisuke. Okay, I'm gonna actually approach the driver's bed.
Yep. Kudai and Soma are both scripted, but they're figuring that out.
Channel is the very same, minus 600.
Yes.
See. Ring. Have with a weird timer, I don't know why. Ring. My God, how many cars? Okay, these ones that are here, I'm gonna.
Oh my god. Soma and Kudai are still struggling with scripts.
There's a lot of red cars, but there's just one that's absolutely beautiful, which is Tron Udall's.
That car was painted by his friend Alex, who is mostly involved in the Drivers of SL scene.
That is some top shelf livery right there.
Yep, they have access to the actual car model, so they were working on it in Blender with all these fancy effects.
this first.
Worst comes to shove, you can trust these guys, I'd say. I mean, the cars can't be boosted with scripts, so just for this round, you can let them slide if it's taking too long. As the FBA president, I will give you permission.
Sorry, I was explaining this to Soma. What thing you said?
In worst comes to shove, if this is taking too long, I'm okay with you letting them drive with the script limiter off.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, this should not take that long.
Future races, you can get that figured out.
If she wins pole by like 2 seconds, then we might have some questions.
Hey, yes,
Yes.
in that case, yes.
Soma's got to get in her car and start the engine.
True. I cannot see the car version actually. Because
No, you
there's-
edit the car and look in the description, version 1.1. Sam Phoenix is in the wrong car.
Okay, let me see. No description in curve. Okay. B1, 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 B1. Arno as well. True.
So Arno's in the wrong car too?
Yes.
Okay, hang on, I am distributing.
Arno. Cree.
Cree. Okay.
Okay, 1v1. Okay, some. One.
So what I have, there's a setting where if you hover your mouse over an object, a scripted object, a little info window pops up and I can see all the information without needing to edit it.
Yes, but for some reason it doesn't work for me, so I had to do it manually. I don't know what update it broke for me, but it's
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, damn. Everyone else back here is good.
Okay, the rest of the cars. Okay, everyone is ringing here. Let's check here again. Here. Conversion as well. One. One. Okay. What is Sam? Ah, okay. Of course, the cars that are not used should be given back.
Did Sam Phoenix? Yes. I've passed it to her. I've responded to someone's IM.
Sorry for everyone who's waiting. But the first events are usually like this, a bit more chaotic. It takes time to prepare people and all this stuff, especially with a lot of people. It can happen, so just be patient. Only her missing at the moment. Some people supporting Hina and Nikuri in the chat.
Her I'm looking at Herb.
And
Herb's car
Soma-
does not have the... Herb's car doesn't have the description in it, so I think he's in the wrong car too. I
Who?
just passed it to him. Herb, right beside you.
Yes. I'm talking with him now. I mean, I poked Arno so he can help him.
Okay, cool.
Candy says, what might help for future events, color the logos on the tires differently each version. Easy to tell at a glance if everyone has, say, a red logo on their tires, but someone has a blue logo. That could be interesting.
I think that's... Well, I can't do that one because all the tires have different... You can change the tires just like GTSC. Instead, what I can do is put colored marks on the non-paintable parts of the car, like the roll hoop. Or I could just simply add a colored prim somewhere on the car, like on the tail. But yeah, that's a good idea. But I did send notices in Discord and in Second Life, so people need to pay attention. As a PSA, read your notices, people. Don't just click out. Don't click out of all of them when you log in.
Did you send the 1v1, the 1.1
I gave him
to
1v1.
Herb?
I gave him 1v1, yes.
We also see some Clifford McTitty's fans in the standings. You cannot stiff the cliff.
So, while we're figuring this out, I do have some breaking news that is related to my team. Marcus West, unfortunately, will have to sit out indefinitely due to a sudden heart condition. And he's extremely sad to have to stand back from this because racing is his passion. But he does hope that the day that his cardiologist clears him, he will return. So we'll all be here, and I'm gonna keep a spot open if GTC and all that is still running.
I really hope
by
so.
then. So,
Definitely.
Yep. With that being said, it'll just be myself and Tron in the number 70. So yeah, get well soon, Marcus. Keep yourself healthy. Don't be shy from showing up to races to watch them, though. I think you can handle that much.
Marcus West, that has been taking part in FVA events since when? Because he has been...
He's been around for a few years now.
Yes.
His last venture of FVA racing outside of my team was with Team Spirit Racing in Grand Prix 1. He was Taylor Airolo's teammate. Herb is radio silent right now. What's going on?
I'm asking Arno, but he's not giving me an answer.
Oh my goodness. Okay, worst comes to shove. Another worst comes to shove situation. Run the session and then just disqualify Herb, because if these guys aren't going to pay attention, then they shouldn't be holding everyone up. They're going to have to suffer the consequences of it. Start him from the back of the grid with the new update if he does eventually pay attention again. The draft will still be disabled. See, he's got tires though, so his handling's going to be different. Yeah, never mind. We can't have...
And if I don't get a positive answer, we will start. Okay, he stands up now. Kev is about to switch
I was about
cars.
to say, yeah, I was about to say, we actually, if he were to remain unresponsive in the wrong car, we would actually have to, unfortunately, sit him out, because with the tires being, with it being tires instead of fuel, the car handling is different.
Coming to give a hand to his colleague. will give him 3 more minutes, and if it doesn't work, then we will start the quali until 9:20 or 9. No, sorry, 12:25. I was looking at my.
Right, shout that out to everyone so they can see that.
In the very worst case, he can just start later once he has the right car. No, because he can't. Because of
He'll have to start from the very back
Yes.
if he doesn't get going here.
Yes, that's right. So yeah.
You should say like start from pit road.
He doesn't understand that though. Like I do have the light system. The light system is actually configured so that it turns green like 20 seconds or 10 seconds after the green or after the lights go out to release people for pit lane start. So that system is actually in place for GP1, but no one's ever used it before, and I don't think he'd understand it.
Cricri needs to see it, because if Cricri doesn't see it while helping her, will end up also not being able to qualify. So
Yep. Okay, he's good to go now. Still waiting on Herv. He's got 45 seconds. Make sure to update Arno on that too.
All right.
That he'll have to.
There we go. The quali session is starting in 30 seconds. All the cars should be.
And everyone's pretty much used to long events on Saturdays because that's when GTC used to run. So this should be fine with the late start. I mean, this was expected, honestly.
Got
Oh, Herv's trying to res a car now.
No.
He's too late.
It's too late now. So
All right,
this
leading
is how-
them out. Leading them out, it is. Looks like Milla is going to be the first driver to set their times, followed by Don Ramaris, the MD Racing crew, followed by Cliff, and then a couple of Alpiniums. But it looks like they're already getting pretty racy, so that's not encouraged.
Yeah, you want to save that for the race.
But these cars are small, the track is long, and there's no draft, so it should be, for the most part, okay. But yes, as someone mentioned in the local chat here, this is a lot of cars.
I'm gonna move this somewhere where can be seen the stream how the positions are. Can I change the size of the hood?
It looks
Yeah.
like Mila's lap is going to be a little bit stymied by Naomi being in the way.
Oh, did she come out late in front of her?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh.
So that kind of maybe hindered Mila a little bit.
As things currently run, it is Tron, followed by Senizo. Actually, it says Senizo twice in second and third, but it'll update here soon. I hope this gate isn't being all funky on us.
Yeah, it usually takes 2 laps to update properly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
McTitty's up to 4th.
Atlanta, first place
Yes.
with a
Oh boy.
32.5.
Is she gonna shock everybody here too?
It's possible. 32.5 is really fast.
I don't have a space for all the names. My God.
See, I'm watching Atlanta right now, and those lines are really, really good. Like, really good.
Emmy ecstatic about it.
She nipped the slow zone right at the final corner, I think, but still, Naomi Lockett is only 3/1000ths behind in second place. But Atlanta actually improved on that last lap, 32.452.
What's going on with Atlanta? Why is she suddenly the second best rookie from ever?
I have no idea, but she's certainly not cheating because she can't. These cars have the scripts, the code in it. You can't use boost HUDs, and you can't have your avatar hitbox jack the car up and speed it up. I mean, I'm not going to speculate too much, but who knows? Maybe someone's driving the keyboard behind her screen. We have no idea. But regardless, it's Atlanta in first.
Atalanta, I've always said she's been a long play kind of troll, so it might be paying off finally.
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with Atlanta, she is a very regular driver in Spirit Racing League, SRL, mostly in the stock cars. I won't say that she's the worst driver there, but she certainly doesn't contend for wins. So this is, all due respect to her, a shock that we're still getting used to.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little change. It can be internet, it can be your PC rig.
Okay, now I'm starting to get suspicious. 32.07.
Can you look at the car?
I'm trying to. Version 1.1.
And it's green. It's green. Yeah, the car
It's
is
green
legit.
and draft is disabled.
Yes. So that 32.0 first view is completely legit. $32.3 for Naomi now.
Whoa, what the heck? Everyone stop.
What the heck?
What was that? It was not a TP because the sim is locked. Wow, that lag was crazy, eh?
Well, everyone stopped dead in their tracks. It's like someone did a mass edit of the entire track.
Holy moly.
A lot of strange things happening right now.
Yeah, it's very suspicious.
I'm here for it.
We don't know what's happening there. Well, a lot of people. It's crazy to see 21 people in total qualifying. With some people supporting, a lot of support to Nikuri and Soma in the YouTube channel. And a lot of support to Clifford as well here in the spectators.
Naomi is now 0.3 behind, and Curry is also 0.3 behind, but 3.45 seconds back. Senizo 3.76 or 0.376 seconds back. It's very close, at least between second to fourth.
And Geo Stewart unable to find some centrifugal force to go faster.
Where is he right now? Not on the list, or at least not in the top 20. I'm looking at the timing board. I'm not looking at chat.
Who?
Geo.
Geo, I don't know what username she uses.
Jeffrey Stewart. He's in the pure red car.
I mean, if it's not in the board, it means she's 21 because there are 21 drivers right now, and only the first 20 are locked. Yeah, Jeffrey Stewart is P21 at the moment. With 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go, Atalanta leading at the moment the qualifying with a surprising 32.0, followed by Naomi with a 32.3, Nikuri 32.4, Zenitho 22.4, and Daisuke 32.5. Kurai just got P6 ahead of Clifford. But Clifford takes it back with a P5 now, ahead of Daisuke, who's fallen to the P6.
Clifford moves up into 5th position. Yep. They 32.498.
And there is a gap between P2 and P7, which is not that high. It's only 1.7. 0.17, sorry. And Clifford just takes P2 with a 32.2.
There you go.
Yeah, 1/10 behind. 0.15 behind. That's really close. So we can rest easy for the moment that Atlanta is not pulling some strange tricks out of her sleeve.
I mean, I don't think they are. It's just I think they've been patiently abiding their time to show up.
Yeah, it's just that who the person is and how fast they're going is almost unbelievable to a lot of us. But but with the way that the cars are scripted, it's hard to dispute.
Definitely something has changed in the last month for Atalanta. Probably a PC change. I was told that she changed PC, could be.
Oh, really? Because she always had a lot of issues with an SRL with like, it just seemed like she was driving with a really, really bad connection or extremely bad lag.
So maybe that was the issue. Maybe Atlanta is actually a peak driver that was just in the wrong PC. And now that she got a proper PC and maybe proper internet or whatever, she's now proving her real capabilities, and is at the moment leading this qualification with 0.15 gap over P2. That's Clifford.
Well, I can tell you from experience over the years that is something that actually happens. Somebody goes from trash to legendary overnight just by a minor change.
Yeah,
so it is possible.
And something like PC or internet is really critical in these cases.
Yes, it can be. So it's
1 minute to go.
Yep. We have Hina moving up into 11th place over Sam Phoenix. Tron drops 2 spots into 13th. But everything else, as the laps tick by, are staying pretty steady. No one's really improving anywhere. If we look at the timing board, we can see that there are different colored arrows. I think, the text can change color. I'm not sure if that applies for qualifying, but in the race at least, if you see the text change, the text color change, I think yellow is personal best and red is the overall best lap.
What?
That's only for...
No. I mean, I just got a message from Atalanta. Very weird.
Oh? Atalanta. Oh, they're not on the sim. I think they crashed.
No, she didn't crash. She said, hello. Delete my time. I perform better in ovals. And she disconnected. What?
Huh?
I didn't understand anything of what just happened. But, by the way, Zenitho just takes P2 in the very last... by 0.002 over Clifford in the very last lap. I mean...
So, that means Zenitho is on pole. What is going on?
Yes, Zenitho is on pole. Atalanta just quits the event. I don't know what happened, but...
JC, when you said that she's just been sitting on this for a long time, Master Troll or whatever, I think you were being serious.
I am. I mean, people are out here doing these kind of things, so...
What thing you said?
Do you think she's listening in to the stream and heard our comments and is trying to troll? It's like, hey, you don't... I don't know. We're not trying to be rude if that's the case, but...
Well, we were really complimenting her improvement. Yeah. Like, she really is crazy good how she was racing now. Yeah. By the way, quali is over, so let's get the result.
Well, we're assuming she's not going to come back, but she could.
Well, no, she said delete the car and that she's, quote-unquote, I don't know, but looks like we're going to have a... Regardless of her disappearance, there are still 20 cars that are going to be starting this race.
Yeah, just... Okay, this just... Okay. I don't know. I guess maybe she misunderstood some of the comments. but we'll check later with her definitely to know what
No,
happened.
I'm not sure. It could be lost in translation. She's from Argentina. I don't know how that works with but oh, I forget that Herv's still here, so there will still be 21 cars. So don't forget to add his name to the starting lineup.
Huh?
Herv, don't forget to add his name to the starting lineup.
Okay. Can you open the scene for Tron? He's switching viewers.
It's open.
Well, if Atalanta is listening, I will just say, you're doing too much. Go back to being more subtle.
Regardless of what anyone might think of Atlanta, it is, without a doubt, and should be understandably, a shock that people are still trying to wrap their head around. It's not that we doubt it, because especially in these cars, with the way that they're, I've repeated myself 3 times now, with the way that they're scripted, it's really hard to dispute any any tomfoolery or trickery. So, and the same happens with the lawnmowers. I scripted those with the anti-cheats for the Nova race. So those races, her performances were completely legitimate. And that should count here too. That was a legitimate pole position. So
Alright. So I think we're still 21, correct?
still at 21. I think outside of the Carmen 500, would this now be the most attended race by drivers?
In
I think I don't even
FVA
think
at least could be.
I don't think GT Super Endurance has had more than 20. Or sorry, GT Super Series. I don't think that. Yeah, GTSS has had a lot of people, but I don't think it's had more than 20. Has it? If anyone knows, say so. But this could potentially be a record, or at least tie it.
I'm sorting the results. A lot of them, so give me some time.
Don't worry about it.
I think, have we really noticed that Atalanta is spelled wrong? Alatanta? That's not how she usually spells it. So it's somebody different
minute.
entirely.
Hang on. Alatanta.
See,
Let me look. Hang on. Let me look this up. People.
This basically confirms that everybody's dyslexic.
Well, no. Well, I don't know. I mean, their display name is Atalanta, and their descriptions and I mean, they could have just copied it over, but I need to find some SRO results. Hang on, let me see if I can find some old SRO results.
Alright, we have the results sorted.
Yeah, there's an Atalanta Casa and an Alatanta Casa, which just qualified. So I would say easily that's a troll.
Oh.
And GG.
Yeah, I suppose so. If they have, like, they're not hurting anyone. They just come out here and they drive really fast. So whatever, if that's what's going on. If they were actually trying to wreck people and cause disturbances, then that's a totally different story. It is a tad bit annoying, though.
It's not a very efficient troll. Like, just come here and try to be good.
It's a minor inconvenience kind of troll.
Yeah, especially if you just leave, you know.
Hmm.
You're just kind of getting out of the way, so thank you for being a considerate troll at least.
Yep.
So even if Atalanta will officially hold the result of the poll, because of course it was a legit time and all this stuff, the race we will not count her since she left. So the P1 will be who should be P2, and all the respective order will remain. See are all drivers here.
We all know it can't be Morticia because Morticia, both at Nova and here, has been chit-chatting during their laps. So.
Health and Naomi. Do you think it's Morticia?
Just for the fun of it, I mean, I wouldn't put it past her.
Let's wait for her and for Naomi.
Emmy has confirmed that Proto Cup has tied the record for most FVA participants in a single race at 21. GTSS Tokyo, 21 drivers. Proto Cup, Anubis Heart, 21 drivers.
Well, it's 20 real drivers.
It could have been 22.
No.
It could have been 22, actually.
We have Herv here.
Mhm.
Herv didn't qualify because they didn't get their car out in time, so there will be 21 starters.
We're waiting for Naomi that have to BRB.
So are we gonna award the Clout a proper poll or not?
Yes.
He will start from P1 in the second race and almost
second race?
last in the.
You do reverse. You do reverse grid for the first race,
Yes,
or what?
for the first one is the reverse grid.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey, Cliff, qualifying on the front row.
Alright, let's see.
that was amongst the predictions from others that Cliff would be on the podium today.
We will proceed now with the two races. The sprint race will last 8 minutes. My god, this gesture, bulky. We will proceed now with the two races. The sprint race will last 8 minutes. The started order will be the reversed results of the qualifying session, and the first 10 drivers will score points. The future race will last 12 minutes. The starting order will be the actual results of the qualifying session, and also the first drivers will score points, but more of them. Check the ProtoCup rules link for exact numbers. Nor polls or fast laps will grant additional points this season, only race results. As a general heads up, please be aware that this is no longer an off-season event, which means that even if having fun is the main goal of the series, as well as giving room to rookies and other less experienced drivers to achieve their first milestones, please do your best to avoid collisions and respect spaces. Do you have any question before we start
Put that in caps lock.
the event? Yeah, to sound like I'm actually screaming.
You should just start using what I did at the Grid Games. Ask now or forever be confused.
Yes. 1 minute,
To go
they
back
need
to
for
that
the bathroom.
I think that's the most important thing is like everybody just be respectful, you know, learn how to drive respectfully.
Yeah, I was going over during the stock car stream yesterday. I didn't explain it very well because I was in the middle of driving, but the main idea to being a clean driver is to, by any means necessary, do your best to not run into people, even just like light bumps. I mean, it's different on ovals because you have to bump draft people and you can maybe lean on people just a little bit if circumstances call for it, but generally speaking, you shouldn't be bumping into anyone, period.
Yeah, like first, you know, get really good, then be a piece of shit.
Yes, and it's again, it's Second Life Racing. We're all on keyboards. We all lag, so contact is absolutely inevitable. But at least try not to hit people. That's all that we ask for.
Okay, then let me do something here. Here we go. The starting order has been given, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna.
I see what you did, because Herb didn't actually qualify. Yes, he should stay at the very back.
P1 is gonna be for Geo. P2 for Angelo, P3 for Vapolu, P4 for Turkey, P5 for Canis, P6 for Soma, P7 Sam Katias, P8 Krikri, P9 Sam Phoenix, P10 Hina, P11 Trong, P12 Arno, P13 Mila May, P14 Daisuke, P15 Don Romario, P16 Kurai, P17 Nikuri, P18 Naomi, P19 Clifford, P20 Cenizo, and P21 Herb. That's gonna be the starting grid for the first race, the sprint race today.
So many cars. This is great. However, Jesus, you're about to get your wish here. You said you're here for chaos. We're having a reverse grid for race 1.
Yeah. So we're gonna see chaos right away. It'll be interesting to see how Naomi and Clifford kind of cut their way through traffic.
Yeah. I don't know what to really say from this. It's just, I'm just buckled up and ready to watch. I almost want to be in this grid.
It's a good, you know, for the most part, it looks like a very competitive grid for the people that are in it.
It's going to be very competitive.
Yeah.
There are some really fast people here.
It's actually hard to predict who's actually going to run away with this, because I don't think anybody will.
Yeah, there are some strengths and weaknesses that have been noted from observers just in practice alone. There's, like, for example, we have, if I can zoom in and find the name, Daisuke has been touted to be extremely fast, probably, in terms of average overall lap pace, probably the quickest driver. But Senizo might tip that just slightly. I think that was actually... So I'm going to correct myself here. They initially said Daisuke was the quickest one, but then they realized Senizo was here, so it's probably Senizo's favor in terms of overall victory. Let's just say for the second race, because who knows what they're going to be able to pull off here in race 1.
Only the race results will tell who's really the fastest and also the most skilled, because in the end, winning these races doesn't only need you to be fast, but also to have other abilities in terms of traffic management, mainly patience and that kind of stuff. So let's check that the cars are all good. Green. The fuel as well. Geo, you need to refill the fuel of the car. Good.
Yep.
Angelo is good. Vapolu is good. Turkey.
Sam Katias is yellow.
Let's see what's going on.
Krikri's going to run this race on foot. Never mind, there's his car. Herv is in 1.1 with green text. He's good to go.
Look, now it's working for me, this
Oh, good.
pop-up. Okay, 1v1, 1v1, 1v1. It's not 1v1 really, but I don't know why I'm saying that. Good.
Rocky in the chat says Clifford and Siniza will be rivals. We can only hope.
I hope
Put on
we
a good
have
show.
a nice rivalry, you know, in this series as well.
Yes. And it's nice for us, masters of the universe, to watch the villagers kill each other.
Okay, everyone looks good this time.
Whew. I'm getting like I feel anxiety and anticipation for this race, and I'm not even down there. I wonder how the drivers are feeling.
Yeah, they're trying to make a name for themselves. Definitely a lot of anxiety running through them.
Race will start in 30 seconds. No.
Oh boy.
Well, actually it's 10 seconds because I cannot do 30 seconds in endurance.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so just wait for.
I will
like
wait
15
for
more.
estimate 20 seconds.
Yes.
So we must have now done 10 seconds. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 10 seconds to start now. And the season
I'd like to
official
let-
starts.
And away they go. Geo gets a little bit of a slow start. I think he was timing his finger with the lights going out, but he still maintains the lead from the inside of turn 1. But here comes a diving move from Turkey to take the lead.
Oh, Valpo. Vapalo.
Vapalo.
Yeah, he's having all kinds of issues. Did not get going. Looked like he stalled on the grid.
No, but he's on the move now. Is that him trailing at the very back here? No, that's Herv, but Vapalo is second to last right now, looks like. Oh, someone said someone was in a slow gear. I'm not sure who. I think it was Herv. A lot of cars are being pushed out to the sand on the exit of the corner. They're all clambering through turn 1. But all things considered, no one's died yet, so that's a plus.
It's very clean through the hairpin as well by everybody.
For the most part, the tail end of the pack snagged a bit and ran wide. Some of the Evergarden cars and the MDs, and they're still snagging at the back. Who is that? Daisuke and I'm so bad at clicking on cars as they move. Don Romaru and Daisuke snagging right in the S's.
I'm gonna try to stay close to one of the cars in the group to more or less have a visual of what's going on.
Meanwhile, at the front of the pack, we have an attempted pass for the lead. Looks like Nakuri? No, it's Arno. Arno takes the lead from... Oh, almost! They're still side by side coming through the carousel. It is Arno in the lead now over Turkey, with a bit of a gap behind what is now Tron, moving into third place over Soma. And here comes Nakuri inside Tron. Goes by across the line and takes the third position. But Turkey now back into the lead, into the hairpin, but a switchback from Arno, and Arno is now back in first place. A lot of action.
Seventh.
Has he? Oh yes, he's right behind one of the Evergardens. 2 pink Evergarden cars right in front of the cliff. He's going to have to try and navigate through. It's Hina, and Soma makes good use on the inside. He left that door open on exit. They're bumping, though. He's got to leave a little bit more space. Don't push. Oh, so close to pushing her into the slow zone. Hina backs out, doesn't want to get involved in that. So Clifford maintains position over Hina, now has Soma in his sights.
Once the grid is more or less stabilized, maybe I focus on some drivers, because now all I see are undetermined color cars doing laps all together.
It is a bit tough when we have all the Alpiniums that look exactly the same from one another.
Complicated
Tron
to
Udall.
tell.
Speaking of Alpiniums, we have Tron versus, I can't tell who that is because I can't cam. Oh, they snag. Who is that? Is that Nakuri? No, who is that? That is Nakuri.
Clifford is up in the top 5 now.
Yep, he's right there with Tron. That is for the third position that those
And
3
moving
are
up.
scrapping for. Oh, contact. He's stuck on the outside. Nakuri tries the inside, but it's Tron with the advantage. Just sneaks ahead. Tron maintains third, but Clifford is almost on the inside of Nakuri, but the draft helped Nakuri.
Arno leading very comfy. Feels like Arno could win this race.
It's entirely possible. He's just got to keep it steady, but there's still quite a bit of racing left here, and Clifford has the pace, I'd say, to catch him.
He really does, and Naomi.
Oh, into the air! Nakuri inside of Clifford. He's making that difficult, but they hit the slow zone. He's going up the inside of Clifford again, so back into third position. It is a scrap and a half for that third position. Sorry, you were saying about Naomi?
Yeah, she's kind of been stuck back there, and she kind of more or less started where Clifford did, and it looks like he's making a move for third. Oh, he hits the hairpin wall.
Yes, and Clifford hits the hairpin, and that gives Nakuri the chance to take P3, I think it is, for him. While Kurai joins the battle for P4 right now with Clifford and Tron.
And Gio has just gone a lap down, currently running in between Arno and Turkey. With Nakuri all by himself in third place. Who is that battling with Clifford in the all nearly black car? Is that for position? Who is that? It is Kudai.
Yes, Kurai just joined them in the fight.
So Kudai Tamashi for position. He now moves into fourth. Clifford stuck 3 wide with Tron and Soma. No, that's Senizo. Senizo is now up there.
3 minutes to go, and Arno is still leading. Turkey is now P2, followed very closely by Nakuri, who could take the position, and he doesn't yet, because Turkey did a quite nice hairpin there. Nakuri is gonna need to keep fighting for that second position. Turkey needs to defend it all the way she can. Meanwhile, the rest of the group is approaching them. I can see Kurai there and Tron as well. So the fight is now for P2, not for P3 only.
Yep, they're all stacking up behind each other now. A pretty tight line of cars. How much time is left in this race? There is
2 minutes, 12 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot less time than I thought there was. Arno's got this if he can keep it together.
Yes, Arno just needs to not have an issue with his controller, and it should be a victory for him. First and victory for Arno would be.
And Nakuri goes into second place after a 3 wide pass with Turkey and Kudai through the chicanes. But Turkey has draft up the inside.
Kudai to the slow zone.
Nakuri nearly pushed Turkey into the slow zone, but switchback move takes second back from that was a good move.
Nice move from Nakuri there.
And Tron making a move for third, hits the slow zone. Still on the inside of Turkey. And they snag it.
Fenito. Fenito takes the chance, and Kurai as well takes the chance. Oh, now Turkey lost a lot of positions. That's now should be like Zenitha P2 and Nakuri P2, Zenitha P3, and Kurai P4.
Senizo with a big run up the inside with the draft and slips right past Nakuri with no effort at all. He did actually technically kind of cut the corners just slightly, but I think his tires were still within track limits. I couldn't tell from my angle, but he is now... Oh no, he passed a lap car, so he passed Herv. That was not for second, but he's now passing Nakuri for second, or trying to.
Yeah,
side
he's trying. Nakuri versus Zenitha now for P2 in the last, not the last lap yet, but 2 laps to go for them. 2 laps to go for them.
This is a really fierce battle for the 5th spot back there with Tron and Cliff.
And Don Romario. And they, speaking of, into the wall they go.
Now Kurai and Zenitha take over Nakuri. Now Nakuri is P4 with Kurai P3 and Zenitha P2.
Looks like 1 more lap to go after this.
1 more lap for this, at least, this group of people right now.
Yeah, there are only 5 seconds left before this upcoming group here is about to be too late. Okay, so so Naomi is the first person to cross the line
in P12.
Finishing in 12th position, yes.
Nakuri recovers P2. Zenitha and Kurai right behind, but Nakuri and Zenitha snag, and that allows Kurai to take the second position, and should be final. Should be final for Kurai.
And Arno wins it.
And
Side by
Arno
side
becomes a Proto Cup winner in his very first race. Arno has won his very first race in FBA. Congratulations to Arno Taurus for his achievement today, followed by Kurai Tamachi and Nikuri. It's gonna be P4 for Zenitho in the end, followed by Clifford McTitis P5, P6 for Don Romario, P7 for Tron Udal. Well, you have the result here at your right. Really nice, amazing race from Arno that got P1 in the very first laps, and he stayed there for the rest of the race.
Okay, good. I was about to say you should end the race soon because I'm not sure if people crossing through the gate again and again might mess something up.
Yes.
But ooh, Turkey is not happy in the chat, yelling at people.
Yeah.
That sounds more aggressive than I said it, but she's just telling people to leave space.
Leave a space. Remember to leave a space all the time. You have to leave a space
Yes. All the time.
all the time.
Shout out to Clifford. He worked through that pack and got a top 5 out of it. So, good job.
I have to say I understand Turkey because she was actually in P2 fighting for P2, and she ended P9, so that was 7 positions that she ended in the end. She lost in the end.
Turkey certainly would have had a much better finishing position than where she ended up, considering the fact that she didn't necessarily lose positions due to speed. It was simply because of snagging and pushing and shoving.
So yeah, that was very unlucky from Turkey. Still, we recognize from here her performance. Definitely very nice performance in that fight for P2. Maybe the position didn't reward that properly, but still.
That being said, this was all more or less expected to a degree. When you have reverse grid, you have all the fast people in the back trying to make their way forward, so that, and mixed in with the lap traffic. So there's a lot going on in these reverse grid races. It's probably going to be a bit more docile for the second race, which I think is 12 minutes. Yes.
I'm not sure, but that wasn't as chaotic as I was expecting it to be. So good job by everybody.
I will admit, yep, I agree. It was not quite as chaotic as I
We
thought
are
it was
giving
going to
now the starting grid for the second race. Which is gonna be Zenitho P1, Clifford P2, Naomi P3, Nikuri P4, Kurai P5, Don Romario P6, Daisuke P7, Mila P8, Arno P9, Tron P10, Hina P11, Sam Phoenix P12, Krikri P13, Sam Katias P14, Soma P15, Canis P16, Turkey P17, Vapolu P18, Angelo P19, Geo P20, and Herf P21 again. It's not a 12 lap, my friend.
Oh,
It's a 12
I
minute.
thought I was in endurance. I clicked the wrong button. My mistake.
All good. We're gonna check the cars again, one by one.
Yeah, future races, I'll make it a lot easier so we don't have to look at descriptions. I'll just add like a lit color-coded light or something on the top of the roll hoop. Nothing too glaring. It'll just be easy to spot.
$12-hour Proto race. Be ready. Yes. Imagine a 12-hour right? Actual 12-hour, not like Tokyo that you can rest and all the stuff. 12-hour non-stop racing.
I've only just recovered recently from nerve damage in my fingers from the Tokyo 24, and I only raced for maybe 2 hours, maybe 2 hours max at a time. So I cannot imagine 12 straight hours. So, are we missing a driver?
Checking one by one. I mean, someone in the chat said ciao.
Oh, Gio's not here.
Gio could be.
No, well, I mean, he's on the sim, but he's watching now.
Alright, if Gio is not taking part, then we'll start already.
Still, it's a 20-car grid. But we're all in order of speed, therefore it should be a fairly cleaner and I'd say even more competitive race, because we're going to see what people can really do without needing to dive and dice through all the traffic.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start the race in 10 seconds. Let me note the results, by the way, before I forget.
Yep, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights are lit. And away they go, Senizo. Almost missed his start, but he gets a good one out of it. Clifford maintaining second place, Naomi in third. Don Romario making a move up the inside for 4th position, can't pull it off. Daisuke, oh, they're snagging back behind. Don Romario got into... I can't tell who this
Romario
is.
didn't lose too much, so it's good.
They're looking for the lead.
Oh yeah, Clifford right on Senizo's tail. He's got the draft advantage. A little wide though.
You can see that.
He's gonna cut to the inside.
Ooh, the cars ahead are already
there we go.
Doing a line in front of the rest. There's not a big group like in the first race.
They're banging wheels for the lead. Here comes Naomi up the inside. Naomi for the lead. Naomi takes first place. Nakuri now in the fight.